Alright guys, this is going to be a video that is going to show you how to put together your measurement foldable. So the materials you need are this booklet, this sheet with all the measurements on it, a scissors, and a glue stick. So pause the video now if you don't have those materials ready to go. Alright, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your booklet and you're going to count the first 3 pages, the pages that have the dotted lines on them. So this one that says customary, this one that says metric. Those 3 pages have dotted lines. Notice the back one does not. Do not cut the back paper. I repeat, do not cut the back paper. All right, you're going to take these 3 pages. I'm just going to hold them together here, and I'm going to cut on the dotted line over to the black solid line. Do the same thing there, and then do the same thing here. Okay, you may pause the video now and get that finished. Okay, so now you have a booklet that looks like that. The front is a cover. On the inside is where you're going to put things about the customary system. So in order to do this, you might need to fold your flaps on that solid line so this works a little bit better. Get my other one folded here. Okay, so now we're on the customary. So this flap right here is about length. The middle is about mass, and the bottom is about liquid volume or capacity. Okay, so now you're going to take this paper, and we're going to cut out these rectangles and put them and glue them on the correct spot. So we're on customary. So if you look at this paper, customary is the ones on the right side. Length, mass, liquid volume. Customary is right here. So what you need to do now is you need to pause the video and you need to cut out these 3 that are from the customary metric system. Okay, so here are my 3 that are about the customary system. So we're starting with the length. It says inches, feet, yards. What you're going to do is this top one, you're going to glue this right here like this. Okay, so take your glue stick. Put some glue on the back. Make sure you get enough so it'll stay. And you're going to put it right there. Okay, next you notice we have mass. So now you're going to take your ones about pounds and ounces and tons, and you're going to put it right there. Then you're going to do your one on liquid volume and place it right there. All right, please pause the video now and get your customary page glued in. Okay, so if you see here, I got them all glued in. Now we're going to bend this over again, crease it on the black line, and now you'll notice it says metric. So now what we need to do is we need to cut out the metric things on this sheet. Oops, I have it upside down. So cut out length, mass, and liquid volume or capacity on the metric. We will still have the time left over. Okay, so I've got my 3 things here for metric. I'm going to start with my length. I'm going to glue that one at the top. And then we do my mass, which is my grams and milligrams and kilograms. That goes in the middle. And then your liquid volume, milliliters and liters, is going to go down there. Pause the video now and get your metric notes glued in. All right, I'm pulling out another supply on you here. Find yourself a highlighter. So pause it and get a highlighter quick. Okay, I want us to do something on the metric foldable. Sometimes some of you talked about you didn't know which was metric, what was customary. We talked about the clue words that you look for in the metric system. So what I want you to do is for length, where it says centimeter, I want you to highlight the word meter. Where it says millimeter, I want you to highlight the word meter. That's that root word, meter. Okay, 1 meter here, 100 centimeters. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So I just highlighted those meter words. Okay, let's look at mass. What's our clue root word there for mass? You got it, it's gram. So I want you to highlight gram. The gram on milligram and the gram on kilogram. So make sure your mass looks like that. And now for liquid volume, what's our clue word there, our root word? It is liter. So liter, and then the liter on milliliter. So remember, we talked about in order for it to be part of the metric system, it has to have one of those 3 words, meter, gram, or liter. Everything else is in the customary, what we use in the US. All right, that leaves us with, fold that over. That leaves us with the time. So it says the units we use to measure time do not belong to the customary system or the metric system. Our system for measuring time is universal, which means that the same units are used across the world. So it doesn't matter if you're in China, if you're in the US, if you're in Russia, if you're in France, wherever you're at, time is always the same. So you should have time left. And when you look at those, should have been things you learned when you were in 1st grade or 2nd grade. We need to know how many months in a year, how many days in a week, how many days in a year, etc. So this we should already know, but look it over, study it. You really, really need to know these as a 6th grader. So you're going to glue this in right there. Pause the video and do so now. Okay. So that's it for the notes that you have to do in your foldable. Now, in your table of contents, I'm not going to have you glue this in today. We will eventually. I'm not going to have you do that today. So whenever it gets to the end of class and you're packing up, put this in your back pocket of your black notebook so it doesn't get lost. You'd hate to have to make one of these again. All right. What I want you to do, though, is table of contents 5 and 6, converting measurements. Okay?
That's backwards.
Pause that. Remember, you're putting it in both places. It won't be backwards later. Sorry, somebody's distracting me. It won't. Remember to put it in both places in your notebook. Okay? 5 and 6, converting measurements. Again, you're not gluing this down anywhere. Okay, if there's still class time left and there's kids still working, this is time for you to decorate the front. If it were me and this were a length, I might draw a picture of like a ruler, meter stick, yardstick. Mass, maybe you would draw a picture of a scale. Liquid volume, maybe you're drawing like little measuring cups down here. So this is your time. If there's other people still working and the sub has not told you it's time to pick up yet, you could be drawing pictures with colored pencils and decorating that. Okay, we will talk more about this when I come back.